First of all, I want to take the opportunity to thank Mali and congratulate them. I think it was a game today that was a very tough game for both teams. I think you're quite right. I think we did dominate in areas. But you know what? I think personally, from my point of view, I think we lost today with pride, with dignity, and with passion. The players, as a coach, you know, you can only get so much out of your team, and today they gave everything. You know, I think we played probably the best game we've played for a while. We kept possession of the ball. We didn't let them play in areas. But, you know, in the day, it's if ever you have to lose a game over 90 minutes, which we didn't, but if ever you had to, that's the kind of performance. You can lose with dignity and you can lose with pride. You know, those players gave everything they had today, and yeah, maybe we're a little bit unfortunate, but it wasn't to be today, and it was a performance that you don't want to be losing a game when you play that well. It's a tournament that it's the biggest in Africa, and I think we've made huge strides. If I can say that, maybe we got better and better as the tournament went on, and it was unfortunate today. It was a tough ask from the beginning, but we always remained positive. We know what we were doing, we knew what we wanted to do, and the improvement we've made, I think, is fantastic. You know, you got the players from the 1st of July have been employed, and then we had maybe 30 days with the team together, and I think they've come a long way. You know, in a lot of aspects, and a lot of, not only on the playing field, but the way they conduct themselves, the sportsmanship, the passion, the commitment, the attitude, the pride that they had when they put on their jersey. So yes, let's hope that we can move forward from here. We had a very new team, average age 26, I think, and a lot of young players really came to the party. So yeah, overall, it's, you know, you're asking me a question now that obviously we're disappointed, and you know, but I think this team's got a bright future. A lot of players in this country are very good players, and a lot of players weren't here through certain issues. For example, we had Dylan Claassen wasn't here. We had Morgan Guild who wasn't here. We had Stephen Pienaar retire. We had a couple of injuries to key players. The big boy Matoho got injured late, and you know, so there are a lot of players out there. But the most important thing, I think, the message that everybody's going to get from this team is that everybody's got an opportunity, and you've got to play and have pride and passion and commitment when you play for this team. You know, no one's going to come and just walk into this team because their name is Joe Soap. I think we set that precedent. It was a tough tournament out there, and the players that went out there, they showed that, and that's what's more important sometimes, is the players have that pride and that passion to go out there and work the way they worked. And we want to always have the best side we can available, and all the players have got opportunities. We've got a lot of players. That doesn't mean that, I mean, the squad, obviously, they did a fantastic job, I think, and we got better and better, but there's always going to be opportunities for players. You know, there's the youngster, Yanda Petosi, who's an outstanding player. He got injured, unfortunately. So there's a lot of players got to put their hand up, and these players who were in the squad today, they want to fight and stay in their places, and I think that argues well for a national team. When you've got players who are unsure and they know they've got to work hard, and everybody's going to get a fair shout if they perform and work hard, and I think we set a very good precedent. It's always disappointing when you lose a player in a match, you know, because you obviously don't want to have players injured. And I think Tokelo Rantie was doing a fantastic job keeping their two centre halves very busy, getting them behind them, running at them, and creating problems. You know, but as I said before, we had a squad of 23 players, and you know, every single one of them was tuned in for today's game. I think the strides we've made, I think we can be proud to say that we can really match anybody. You know, this team we played today is ranked 3rd in Africa, and they ranked, I think, 21 or 22 in the world, you know, and we matched them, and we dominated in long periods of the game, and, you know, that obviously sets a good precedent, because, you know, the players, if they're able to do that, and the way we did it today, you know, we can only go forward, I think. I think we can make huge strides forward when we spend more time with the players, and, you know, we've got the World Cup coming up now, which is obviously a tough task as well, but I think today's performance was a very for where we can say, we can see that there's been a big improvement in the attitude and the way we played, and you know, we play in the type of football that is exciting, and it was a fantastic game. I think we are going to go forward from here.